Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to Say It Now, Say It Loud. If this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell so you can get those notifications. And let's get it cracking. All right, guys. So today we are bringing you a story and also some commentary, in regards to the situation with Bianca Prince, who is half of DMV Nation. Her husband is Damian Prince Jr. Pretty sure you guys know of him. Here you go, picture. All right, so Bianca did a prank on her husband. It's a prank that has gone viral, a prank that a lot of YouTubers have been doing. So basically disguising yourself as someone else and picking your, partner up, or girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, in an Uber. So they basically changed the way they look. And in Bianca's video, she received a lot of backlash today because she decided to paint her skin a darker color. So a lot of people were referencing this to black face, and she received a lot of backlash, a lot of comments where people were upset. And I think what made it even worse is, this isn't the first go around when it comes to, certain content or things being said, which refers to darker skinned people as a whole. So previously, as you guys may know, she said some things, and honestly, even when these things are being said, people have intentions of saying them, the intentions behind it. Sometimes they're positively motivated or negatively motivated. Which one do I think it is? Honestly, I feel like no, she doesn't mean any harm by it, but I've known people like Bianca. I've known people like, Damien. And sometimes they're more, how would I say it? They're not as sensitive to certain topics that other people would be sensitive to. Now, did I take any offense to, this prank or anything like that? No. However, even though I didn't take any offense to it, being that I am a brown-skinned woman, I can identify and understand, other people's concerns or their hurt or pain, or, them being irritated by the content. So, that's pretty much my take on everything. So I'm going to show you guys some clips from the video, and then I'll give you my commentary once we're done.
Alright, y'all, so my eyelash is coming off. I'm already done, so that's what I look like. My name is BB Shaquita.
Alright, guys, so you could see where, she basically got her skin painted a darker color. A lot of people were saying she's still black, but I think she's half black, half white, half black. But anywho, she's still, black. But that's not the case. The main issue here is in the same video, she was saying things about learning how to talk ghetto, or she has to talk ghetto in order to fit the description, basically. People were a little upset about that, and that's also something that I feel like I can, identify with other people. I can raise some red flags there and say, why do you want to associate, speaking ghetto with being a black human being or a black person? No, she's not the only person who does that. There's a lot of people who do it, sorry. But it doesn't make it right just because other people do it. So that's one thing that, maybe needs to be addressed or whatever. Like I said, she changed her voice, and I guess she was trying to achieve maybe like a ghetto sounding individual. But one thing I will say is that that's something, not only does she do that, but even in movies, and even black people, people who are fully black African Americans, they do make jokes like that, and it has been going on for a very long time, years and years and years, decades. But like I said, it doesn't make it right. It does, kind of like put out a stereotype associated with the black person. Also, in the same video, people were saying that the Damien, he did make a comment telling her that she was the ugliest Uber driver that he's ever seen. So there's certain things that people kind of like question, and also myself. I'm not just going to say people, but like I said, the intentions may not have been to cause anyone harm. However, we as people, we still have to be very considerate of other people's feelings. You have a following, supporters, you have young people, you have people, even though I feel confident in myself and I know that anything associated with being black is beautiful and nothing less. So me, yes, I can be very confident in who I am, and I cannot be bothered, by what's going on in the video. However, I still can identify with other people's pain, because people, they still go through things based on the color of their skin. And this doesn't just apply to dark skinned people. You got light skin, or people with more like a fair skinned people who they are bullied. So it happens, and I just think as a whole, everything needs to stop. It shouldn't be so much focus on what color skin you have, or trying to put a stereotype with being dark, or putting a stereotype with being a lighter person. Some people say lighter skinned women are more beautiful. Then you say, they also say darker the berry, sweeter the juice. Darker skinned females are more beautiful. So it goes both ways, And I'm not making any excuses for her, but what I am doing is trying to, educate instead of just pointing the finger. Because, of course, me as a person, especially when I was younger, I have made some jokes. We call people African booty scratchers when we probably was in elementary, middle school. Just making jokes, calling people Snow White. So those things now, as you're older and you have more wisdom, you're able to see that that's just a bunch of ignorance. And yes, it may be a joke to some people. However, like I said, there are people who are still mocked, bullied, killed just by the color of their skin. And like I said, it doesn't apply to only black people. It also applies to white people, light skins, Asians, Hispanics, everyone. It applies to everyone. So making certain comments, I feel like, do I dislike DMB Nation? No. They're human. They have some mess ups. But what I will say is this: when you have a repetitive situation like this, and the pattern seems to duplicate itself numerous times, and these situations keep coming up, especially, like I said, people are still upset with her about, even though she probably didn't say much, it's about the actions. She looks like she was, livid, upset that her daughter didn't have lighter eyes. So, you as a person, Bianca and Damien, you being her husband, you have to step up and do some correction or call her out. Also, when these type of situations arise, some things shouldn't be posted. I understand, like I said, I'm not there with them. I'm not in their brains. I can't say, yes, they're doing it for clout. I can't say that because I'm not there. I don't like to make accusations. However, I will say this: you have supporters, you have young supporters, and you have a big platform. And with being a big YouTuber or having that platform, certain issues shouldn't be addressed in a way that they are displayed as a prank. It should be displayed as something, educating. So that's basically, my take on the situation. Um, Honestly, at the end of the day, I don't think people should really bash them, but more so, we have to step away from the bashing, pointing the finger. It's okay to point the finger. It's okay to do it in a way where you want to educate someone or help them to, not do this again. But just pointing a finger and hating someone because of something they did, that's just not right. Because of course, yes, they did probably make a stupid decision to do this prank and post it because it does affect other people. However, we as individuals, we have a sinful nature. We live in a world of sin. We make mistakes. We expect God to forgive us for our mistakes. We expect other people to forgive us of our mistakes. So we would be hypocrites if we try to hold something against someone, But yeah, that's my take on the situation, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Follow me on Instagram at Say It Now, Say It Loud. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Toodles.